How have the fans reacted to you guys?
Great. They've been with us.
Yeah, a lot better than, other support acts would have, I think. Well, a lot of the smaller places, in the middle of the country are, still not too familiar with our stuff. And, we have time for an encore. We'll go off stage for a bit and you won't hear a huge, yeah, come on, and you won't hear no boo. You just kind of hear, what, what's that? Did you like it? I don't know, did you?
What was that?
Yeah. They don't know what to think in those places.
In the bigger cities, do you think a lot of kids are coming out to see you?
Like to think so.
It looks that way.
That's what we hear. That's what we hear.
Describe the relationship you guys have with your fans now.
Same people, same as our fans. We're not, up there doing something that they couldn't really do.
Just a little harder to get to them now, with the big arenas and the big security and stuff. It's not quite as intimate as it has been in the past, but I guess that's to be expected.
Small places are real fun. The atmosphere, it's a lot more intense, crammed in, like concentrated. No barriers, you can see pretty much everyone.
People right in
some
your
people
face.
By the face. Yeah. These bigger places, you get your barriers and it's hard to see past, say, 10th row. Kind of hard to get a good vibe off the crowd.
Why do you think it's important to be close to your fans?
The energy flow.
Yeah.
We get the energy directly from them. And the farther away you are, the harder that is to communicate. Really.
Why would you want to separate yourself from them?
Tell us how long the tour is going to be going for.
Well, we're with Ozzy in the States till late May. He does 2 weeks in Japan. We do some headline stuff around Texas, and then hook up with him again when he comes back. Go on till, I think, August. And then Europe after that, a couple months. And then Japan, the end of the year.
It'll be till next year.
We're pretty much on the road.
What's up after that? Any distant?
Come back and do some headline stuff in the States probably. Should be fun.
Playing 20,000-seat arenas exposes you guys, like we said, to a lot of kids who haven't seen Metallica before and don't know what Metallica is about. Do you think that's more important at this stage of your career than, say, headlining places like a Lemoore or something?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Why so?
We're playing a lot of places that we wouldn't usually play if we're headlining because of, tour budget, and in front of a lot of kids that wouldn't come to see us, if we were headlining maybe, just, because
chance to make some more fans,
Yeah.
People that just wouldn't see it.
Reach out and grab some more.
What do your parents think about all this?
They're into it.
Yeah, your parents are well into it. So is Kirk's. Lars is as well.
Really
My
into
dad, whatever.
Do you think they look at you a little differently when they see the album so high on the charts?
Well, it makes them, and they're proud and they're happy that there's some success going on, It's a bit of a relief for them. They'd be pretty worried about it years ago.
But do they come out and see your shows?
If it's appropriate, if the venue's right, I don't bring them to any small riots that we have in Frisco, We've been known to play a few of those.
And mom up front.
Why should a kid spend $10 to see Metallica rather than another metal band?
Well, hopefully because he likes it. He wants to see us. Well, because, we...
Something different to offer. Something more than, basic thrash. Just 100% all the time. Got some varied stuff.
I'd like to think it's interesting to see, too.
What is that something different?
Some lyrics, I think. Lyrics that say something more than, hey baby, let's party. Bang your head against each other and all that.
The music gets it's pretty intricate now and then, which a lot of the thrashing bands are pretty straightforward in their approach,